to see the teams with these different roles come together and look at data, look at collaborative planning and differentiation. You see student achievement rise in new ways because you have so many talented minds coming together, problem solving, and looking at student achievement from different angles.
That's been the biggest benefit for me, that I can actually go home at night and feel rest assured that my scholars are learning something every single day because I have people, great people, who are going in and doing that work.
The fact is, teachers see a principal differently than they see a peer leader. And so developing teacher leadership became our goal. And it really is about not only building the skills of the individual teacher for their teaching practice, but building them towards what the future holds for them.
I spent a lot of time on the hiring process. We really just dug deep and said, what is it about the people we want that they will understand, their impact will be great. And we just have the right people.
What can you do to grow yourself?
If you are in a situation where scholars need to grow and you have limited talent at your hands, it absolutely has to be a strategy that you put in place. I don't know there's any other way to get the talent that you need in your building to serve your students. The students will be here, they're not going anywhere. So I need opportunity culture. I must have it because this was the only way to get great talent in my building as well as to keep great talent in my building. Opportunity culture is a talent strategy. If you don't get the talent right, the model is not going to work. It's that simple.
Now the benefit is the core staff stays pretty consistent for multiple years, which in a school, a priority school, that's 100% free and reduced lunch and almost exclusively African American. A third of our students are homeless. It matters. Consistency matters. The kids need to see the same faces over a period of years, and this has given us a mechanism for doing that for the core staff.
As we have built this teacher leadership model, we know that the teacher leaders are highly effective teachers. But when they step into leading teams and they step into leading instruction at different levels, that's sometimes new territory for people. This is not a coaching model. This is an instructional reach model. So coaching our instructional leaders in how they can lead other teachers, how they can really become the leaders that we know they are, is a big part of how we develop them. Thinking about what I see your teams doing. We had a summer institute for instructional leaders focused on the key aspects of an opportunity culture: transformational teaming, data-informed instruction, and collaborative teaching.
Every week in our building we have a feedback loop so that the lead teacher writes, "I noticed and I wonder," for every aspiring teacher. Every multi-classroom leader provides the written feedback about lesson plans as well as instruction at least once a week, though often it's twice, once about the plans and once about delivery of instruction. And then additionally, I write once a week for every person in the building. So that means every instructor in the building is getting 2 to 5 pieces of instructional growth feedback on a weekly basis. They're getting celebrated for the things they're doing well, and someone's asking them to consider what little tweak they could make that would improve the instruction for their students.
May I give you an observation?
We decided to do Monday morning meetings because we knew that the team needed to be developed. The team that we were growing into multi-classrooms hadn't been multi-classroom leaders before, so they needed the opportunity to come together around real-time practice. And we knew from having coaches in the year before, if we didn't provide the format for that and make rounds a part of that, we were leaving out crucial components.
It's also reframed the work of the principal. While I am still deeply involved with the teams in instructional discussions and dialogue, my work has pivoted a bit to really support this instructional leadership team because they are my reach. And if I really develop them and I work to support them and enrich them, they in turn are really developing their teams.
It can be very unnerving and scary to step out and do something that's never been done before. But when you are dealing with the lives of children, and you know that the stakes are really high, for many of our scholars it is truly life or death, whether or not they get a great education in middle school, you are much more willing to take some of those risks.
other piece that you all could do with your lunch.
As a first year principal and moving into my second year, deciding, are we going to do this? Is this going to happen? Realizing that it is okay to not have the entire plan out and ready to go. It is okay to just have the principles, to have the values, and say, this is what we are about, and we're going to do what's right for kids.
So we've got to crack the nut of like our scholars reading the questions and knowing what they're being asked and what are the key